If you want to talk empties for the month of May, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am ready to talk empties today, and I don't have that much in empties for the month of May. 5 full-size products and 10 samples. Not a huge amount, but it's still a fair number of items to talk about. And I thought I would start this time with samples and then get into the full-size products. And there are 10 samples, but it should go pretty quickly. And I will let you know what I thought of them all. Let's get into it. So first off, for the really little stuff, I did use 2 products from Lise Watier this month that were samples. And so I have a serum and I have a primer. The serum is called the Sublimessence, and it is a hydrating, high hydration probiotic serum. I will use any serum that I can get my hands on. I don't really have a huge preference for any given serum. I tend to use the Estée Lauder serum, the Elizabeth Arden serum, the ceramide serum, and the Lancôme version of a serum like the Genifique cream, eye cream, that kind of thing. But I'm not really partial to a specific brand. It usually tends to be because serums come as part of kits, and that's fine. There are a few that I do tend to pounce on when they come on sale and whatnot, but I don't have a strong preference for any of them. And this goes with this one. I had it as a sample, used the serum. There were a number of uses of this serum. A serum usually you don't need to take to use a whole lot for it to be effective. And I thought it was fine. Now, for the primer though, I will say that I have a deluxe size container of a primer. I don't know if I have it out. It's a fair size of a primer that is very much like this bottle, although the one that I have is a squeezy tube, and it's a primer that you don't need a whole lot of, so it is going to last me a long time. This lasted me a good 2 weeks. It was a lot of product in here, and I only really needed primer in my T-zone. That is where I get oily. That's where I would need a gripper kind of a primer, and I'm partial to it. If I want a primer to ensure that makeup sticks in my oilier spots, which is in my case the T-zone, I would not hesitate to use this and to recommend it to someone as well who's worried about breakdown of makeup in those oily areas. Yeah, I am not usually all that discerning when it comes to primers, but this one has my attention in a very big way. So yeah, I would actually consider purchasing it, absolutely. Now I do have 3 perfume samples, 2 of the same and 1 different. This one is Sunny Side Up from Juliette Has a Gun. I like pretty much every fragrance from Juliette Has a Gun, but this one did not leave me with any kind of particular interest. It smells nice. It smells nice and fresh, but still somewhat floral. But I don't think that I would seek this one out at all. And then this one really surprised me. I had 2 of these samples of Shalimar by Guerlain. And I usually really like Guerlain perfumes. The Mon Guerlain perfume is my absolute favorite right now. Close second is the KVD Sinner. And I'm also really liking Giorgio Armani My Way, but I haven't purchased that one at this point. And Alien by Mugler. So those are kind of the 4 that are on my radar. This one was just a little too heavy for me. And it's nice. Just going to see if I can get more out of this. I mean, it's nice, but it's definitely not anywhere near the likability of the other four perfumes that I talked about. So Mon Guerlain, Alien by Mugler, KVD, Vegan Beauty Sinner, and My Way by Giorgio Armani. So those are right now my absolute favorite scents, and this one absolutely does not get to be in that lineup. So it was nice for me to try. I did enjoy having 2 samples, and a sample like this lasts me a week usually. So I had 3 weeks worth of perfume that I was able to use along with any other perfume that I wanted to use during the month, and I was very happy to have tried it. No question. Some more samples. I did talk about Estée Lauder as being a serum that I like. This is an advanced night repair serum sample, and it lasted quite a long time. It's only 5 ml, but it didn't take very much. And this is the first container that I've noticed with this kind of a spatula in it. So I don't know if it had a pump before and they're just trying to be more environmentally friendly or save money or whatnot. I didn't mind the spatula. I think it helped me scrape the sides relatively well, and this lasted me a really long time for a sample. I was really impressed, and it is a product that I would use on a regular basis, so I knew I would like it, and it was fine to use. Another product that I knew I would like and that I had no trouble using is this Buxom Full-On Lip Cream in White Russian. And it's just a sample. It's very, very small. You can compare it to another sample product. I mean, this would be more what a full-size Buxom would be like. So it's a very tiny version of a full Buxom product. A White Russian is a nice one. I really enjoyed using it. It is not my favorite. My favorite would be Dolly. That is quite nice as well. But to get a sample of White Russian, yes please, I had no trouble using it and thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up, let's go with the serum that I just showed you as a size comparison, which is the AmorePacific. And it is called the Essential Cream Fluid, la Creme Fluide Essentielle. And it is, what does it say? Experience the lightweight texture and instant hydration of a fluid with the long-lasting benefits of a rich cream. Apply 1 to 2 pumps after cleansing and toning. I have to say that I did use it as a serum. It is not enough with 1 to 2 pumps to make it a cream for your whole face. Unless you are very balanced skin that virtually needs no cream at all, I would argue that this is not enough. And I have another sample that I was using as face cream along with this one, although this fluid or serum lasted quite a long time as an accompaniment to another cream. And so the cream I was using along with the crème fluide, what's it called again? The Essential Crème Fluide, is this one, which is the Vichy Liftactiv Supreme. And there was a lot in here. Those 15 ml, that's usually the size of a full-size eye cream. There was a lot in here, and it was extremely thick, which in my view is good, because a thick cream, you can really spread it a small amount all over your face, and I quite liked it. And it is a glass jar, which I enjoyed, and the fact that it is opaque, it kept the cream intact, or kept the cream from being affected by light as much as it would have if it hadn't been more of an opaque container. And I hope that you can see I used it all up and really enjoyed it. And it was that the container itself was such that you could take your finger and go all around and everywhere in the jar to make sure that you don't lose any of the product. I'm realizing I did not go into the cap, so that is what the cream looked like, or looks like, and it's very thick and hydrating. It felt really good on the skin, and I was, you know what, this essential essential fluid cream from AmorePacific, and then this Vichy Liftactiv Supreme, I was sad when these samples were done. So that tells you that I really enjoyed both of those products quite a bit. This one I would also have been sad if I didn't have other backups of this particular product. But yeah, I was sad. And actually this one too. All of the samples pretty much that I used this past month were memorable and pretty good. The only one, maybe the Lise Watier serum I showed you, the first item, didn't really care, but everything else was pretty nice. And the last sample, which is a mega deluxe sample, this thing lasted so long, I used it throughout the month, and it is the Tropez Gradual Tan Tinted, and it is an everyday tinted moisturizer and primer, instant healthy glow. And if you want a tinted moisturizer that doesn't really stay on your skin as semi-permanent, it just doesn't, I think that you might like this one. And it does say Gradual Tan. I didn't really experience that. And I was not necessarily wearing it every day, but I do wash my face at the end of every day. And I was putting it on my face and also on my décolleté all the way down so that I didn't have like a gradient of color from my face to my neck. It was just pretty much all even. And so if I wanted to have more of a tan look, I would use this. And it did not take a whole lot of product. And there was so much in here, 15 ml, again, a full size eye cream. So there was a lot in it. And just putting 2 fingers into the cream. I did depot it, by the way, because I felt like this tube was, if you dispense too much, you couldn't put it back in the tube. So I actually depotted this into an empty, clean container, and then I had full control over how much to use. I think that it was nice for situations where I wanted to have a little bit more color because we're into summer now. That just kind of gave me that more glowy, sporty look. But it's easy to go a little overboard if you tend to be more on the fair to light side, as I am. I'd say more light side, yellow undertone if it matters to you. I am interested in this. I think that in the summertime, for someone who, like me, does not tend to look to tanning, that, you know, if you get to middle of the summer, late summer, having used SPF 50 plus, it's nice to have one of these to kind of just naturally fit into folks who are getting golden as the summer progresses. I've talked too much, but it's the first time that I have a kind of self-tanning type or tinted moisturizer type product that I actually enjoyed. So good on you, Tropez. I think you did a great job with this deluxe sample. That is it for samples, but you may not believe me when you see the leftovers of this next product. So let's get into the full-size products. And this is the one I'm saying you may not believe me. It truly is not a sample. And it's this Sephora Pumpkin Hand Balm. And it's very tiny. It's only 30 ml for a hand cream, and although it's kind of a pretty fat container, it's quite wide, and it kind of goes like this. But I will continue to purchase these tiny ones, and the reason I will is because they are so small for your purse, and I love the top of the container where it is so easy to be able to open up the container to get the cream out. I was really, really happy with that. If you have any grip issues, arthritis, or anything like that, I don't have that, but I do understand the plight of folks who need some assistance with grip, and that cap is fantastic. And I do really like it. I like the smell of it, the pumpkin smell. There are a couple of other options. I think that they're right now out of stock at Sephora. There is also a body butter that is in a similar container, but it is a lot larger. That's a bit more cumbersome for the purse, but it would be an alternative if you can't get a hold of these guys. But I think they're $3 or $3.50 Canadian regular. They're new permanent discounted price, and I definitely recommend them. I have another one of these in my purse now. I think it's my last one that I have available to me in the house. And I will definitely repurchase if they become available again in this little container. think I said that twice. I really like them. They're quite nice. And the cream is really nice on the hands. It's not overly sticky or slippery. It does go right into your skin really nicely. Two products for the eyes that I want to talk about is one of them is one that I just finished up. Obviously, I finished it in the month of May, but I'm very happy to have finished another one up, meaning that I like the product and I make good use of it. And it is the Stila Stay All Day. This is a mini. There is a full size available as well. I really like the tip on these liners. They are very, very nice. Brush tip, and there's a little bit of product left, but it's not opaque anymore, and it doesn't have the precision that I like anymore. So it is done, and I have cracked open another one of these. It's not a problem for me to go through them. They are quite nice. Oh, actually, no, I did not crack one open. I thought of it, but I do have a KVD tattoo liner to work through, but I do have one of these again in my backups, and I do look forward to using it again. The two that I have right now, like I said, the KVD tattoo liner, and I also have the Fenty fly liner, which is also a fantastic liner. If I had to pick between the two though, and they were the same price, I would go with the Fenty fly liner because it is just a better component. The cap, believe it or not, fits on the end for the fly liner, which I think is fantastic. And instead of a tube, it is a triangular shape so that it's easier to grip. So I think the fly liner, the design is just a little bit better than this one. And although this one is very standard looking for a liquid liner. It was a lot of chatting for one product. Next one that I finished is the Morphe brow pencil in Latte. And I have the spoolie on the one side, and then this one, I did break it, so it kind of pulls apart now. But this is what the pencil looks like, and I don't have enough anymore to do a line, but I could give you the color. It's just a little bit left. That is Latte, which is, in my view, that's like taupe. Yeah, like I don't have enough to draw two eyebrows with what's left. And these are super inexpensive. I know that there are lots of different thoughts about Morphe, but if you are very, very price sensitive for your brow products, please take a look at the Morphe pomade, the Morphe pencil, I think they have a brow gel, as in a brow setter as well. I was really impressed with this pencil. The only reason it broke is because it got caught as I was closing the drawer. But before I messed up and did that, I was very impressed with the component, and it's super, super cheap, especially if you purchase the kind of brow product set. This is, I think it's $5 or $7 Canadian. It's really cheap for a brow pencil, and I thought it did a really good job. If you're curious about what I have, basically my whole eye look and face, you can see all the products I use in the description box in virtually every video. So I will point you to that. Another full-size product that I don't think is available anywhere anymore, but I did finish another one, is this Bumbleberry from Joe Fresh. It is a lip balm, but a tinted lip balm. And as you can tell, I very much finished the whole thing. I tend to use this product in the evening and at night. I'm not one to smush my face into a pillow, so I can wear tinted lip balm throughout the night and not get it everywhere. And I like it because it is very hydrating, and I can use it as a kind of like a lazy lip product. I get the benefits of a lip balm, I get the tint, so I have something on my lips without it having to be a drying or a sticky kind of a lip product. And I have a number of these Joe Fresh lip balms left. They were less than $2 a piece. When I purchased them, they were kind of getting rid of them. And I'm so happy that I still have a handful of them, and I will be very, very sad when they are all done. They last about And this whole thing is very, very full. So it goes all the way down. Don't know if you can tell, but it basically goes all the way through the tube. So there's a lot of lip balm in each one of these containers. It's a bigger than usual lip balm. It's bigger than, let me show you. So here's a typical Blistex lip balm from Christmas. And I think you can see the difference in size between the Joe Fresh component and the usual lip balm that you can buy. There's just a lot of product in here. I don't know if it even says, no, it doesn't give me any information on here, but the size difference is considerable. If you can find any Joe Fresh lip balm either online or in kind of a clearance section, I highly recommend the product. It's really good, really good. And I like this color too. Once again, it's a Bumbleberry. And finally, the biggest product of them all, but it's not makeup related, it is hair related, and it is this Fructis Big Volume. It has really become my favorite, absolute favorite hairspray. And the reason I really like it is because I have thinning hair. My hair has just been getting thinner and thinner over the years, and this does give me, along with texture spray, it gives me a lot of volume where I feel like I have locks that like I had at some point in my teens, and it feels really good. It's definitely gives you volume. It lasts a long time. It's a lot. It's 413 ml in here, and the smell it's absolutely delightful. If you've ever smelled Fructis shampoo, it's a very, very pleasant smell, and to the point where I finished it, and before I finished it, I had, and it's on my counter already, I had a replacement product for when this one was done. You can get it on sale for as little as $2.99 Canadian, which is unbelievable for what this does and how lovely it smells. So that is it for my empties, both the samples and the full-size products. I don't have a whole lot this month. I had quite a bit last month, and I am expecting to have quite a few empties this coming month, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be that we've got a ton of things that we are finishing every month. You got big empties months and you got small empties months, and that is just fine by me. That is it from me. Let me know what you think of the products. Do you have any experience with any of them? I would love to hear your comments. And if you have some suggestions for replacement products for any and all that I showed you, I would love to hear that as well. And I'm sure a number of us overall would like to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.